Okay, welcome to another edition of the JB Show. Today we're going to be talking about the NBA. I'm with my friends Jason.
Yo, it's good.
And Kenny.
Hey.
How's it going, guys?
Good. How are you?
Oh, so good.
Doing great.
Good. There's so much we have to talk about. Last night, did you guys see the game last night?
Oh, that was lit.
That was insane.
Insane. Raptors lead the Milwaukee Bucks 3-2, and they're going to play Game 6 in Toronto tonight.
Hell yeah.
There's a lot of things I want to talk about. First off, I know this is a sensitive subject. Kyle Lowry, is he a good point guard or no?
He's been playing pretty consistent after game 1 of the first series.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I mean, all-star point guard, shooting 4 for 11 last game.
No, but listen, I know he's not a great point producer, but he's a great player. Just outside of scoring, he can set the plays, he can throw it around. So I think because we've had this discussion when there were talks that if he was going to be a Hall of Fame point guard. And you said he's not.
I don't think so.
And Jason said he's not going to be a Hall of Fame point guard. Where I can understand that he's not going to be a Hall of Fame point
How many
guard.
All-Stars has he been in right now?
Not too sure.
But that's not dependent on Hall of Fame.
Right.
It's not. But, like, what's he averaging right now?
Wait, so you tell me, is Allen Iverson in the Hall of Fame? Not yet, right? I don't think he is.
But will he be?
I mean, yeah, he can get inducted anytime.
Yeah, true.
But do you think he's worthy of being
Allen Iverson? I think so.
Yeah.
Right.
But, see, so I don't think it's solely dependent on winning championships,
No.
but he's not outperforming many of the all-star guards right now.
Kyle Lowry is a 5-time All-Star and made the All-NBA team in 2015-16.
I think he needs more to his resume to make it to the Hall of Fame.
Third, second, or first All-NBA?
Not sure. I'll find out. But otherwise, I think what would make him a Hall of Fame point guard?
Just being more consistent, I think.
Consistency.
Consistency on what front? Because I think he's consistent in the way he plays.
Okay, then
But it's just his point producing that he's not consistent in.
what about making plays in crunch time when the team needs it in the fourth quarter? He has to step up,
Right.
which he did last game. But
I think he's played phenomenal in the playoffs this year. Right?
he really picked up his slack, against Milwaukee. But against the Sixers, he was kind of slacking. I think Kawhi took over. Kawhi and Siakam took over, but
Kawhi definitely took over.
Yeah, but with Milwaukee, Siakam kind of fell off a bit, but I think Lowry really did pick it up. His assists, his rebounds. He's averaging seven assists a game.
Kyle Lowry.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Those are decent numbers.
He's not a point scorer; he's a point producer, which is great.
Right. That's kind of where I'm at with why I would put it. If I'd have to put him in the Hall of Fame, I wouldn't put him in for being a point scorer. I'd put him in for being a point producer. Now, I don't think necessarily at this moment I would put him in the Hall of Fame.
Are you saying in the future?
I'm saying in the future. Let's say they win a championship this year, or they make it to the finals again next year. I think dependent on how he plays, he could be a Hall of Fame player.
We just gotta wait and see.
I guess we will.
Yeah, I think it's too soon.
It's too soon to.
He's only 33.
He's 33 now?
He's only 33. Could probably play a couple more years. His contract ends next season with the Raptors.
Yeah.
Whether he stays or not.
Is it a player?
No, I think it just ends next
It just
season.
ends?
Yeah.
It's not a player option?
Okay, next thing I want to bring up, Danny Green, not been playing well, not shooting the three.
Oh man.
He's not been the same Danny Green that we saw in the beginning of the season. I think honestly, Danny Green could be a top 5 3-point shooter in the league. I don't know many players who I'd consider better than him.
In 3-point shooting?
Yeah, he was 45%
Wow.
in this on the
Regular
three
season?
regular season. So I can't name that many. Like he's in the playoffs. It's not that good, to be honest.
I mean, he's 31. How many playoffs has he been to? What if it's like, because he's in the playoffs?
Well, when he was on the Spurs.
Well, he also had Kawhi to take over.
He still has Kawhi to take over.
He had
He has
Aldridge to
Kawhi.
take over.
He has Pascal Siakam. Right? Look, he's .329 from the 3-point line. 32.9% from the three-point line.
Yeah, but how many points has he been scoring?
This series?
How many points has he been scoring in the playoffs? Because
No, I understand. Dev, I'm agreeing with you that he has not been putting up the numbers that he has been at the beginning of the season. We're on the same page for that.
Mm-hmm.
He definitely needs to step his game up because.
Like, how do you score 0 points against Milwaukee? That's my question.
No,
Zero?
He scored 0 last game.
Yeah, I don't think that's definitely not good enough. And it's not that his defense is good, but it's not that his defense can take over. Say, you know what? He's not playing good offensively, but he's playing spectacular defensively.
Well, we
can't say that.
We have other guys to play D.
Right. We have Kawhi. We have Pascal.
Ibaka
we
coming
have
off the
Mark
bench.
Gasol. We have Serge Ibaka coming off the bench.
Yeah.
So there's other players, but I'm saying because Green's main contribution to this team
His offense.
is his 3-point shot.
Yeah.
There's no other player on this team who I think can take a better shot than him from the 3-point line.
Or at least based on the season, yeah.
Based on this season, I wouldn't even put Kawhi ahead of him on this team right now.
I agree.
But he's not playing how he should be
When is this contract up?
this season.
Oh.
But it's a low it's a very low it's not a high
Yeah,
contract
so
money wise. I think they'll bring him back.
I think it's worth.
Bring him back for one more season. I think it's a good way to say, you know what, Kawhi, we'll keep your good friend Danny Green. Why don't you just head on over back to Toronto?
have you heard about the Kawhi and Dine?
Kawhi and dine. Kawhi, you should stay.
Isn't he also getting a free penthouse?
Yeah, free. This guy's getting free everything.
Free
Okay.
penthouse from like 4 Seasons, Ritz Carlton, and the St. region.
If he stays, God, he's gonna just be living for free.
Literally living for free.
But does Toronto have a max contract to offer him?
I think so.
Actually, how?
Because they retained his bird rights, and so they can go over the cap. I believe they retained his bird rights, which means they can go over the cap to sign him. That's essentially what it means.
Did the Raptors sign Lowry with the max contract?
No, I do not believe they signed him with a max contract.
I mean,
Wasn't it?
yeah, but DeRozan got traded.
DeRozan
He was the one that got the max contract.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Okay, let's go over to, since we talked about him anyways, Kawhi,
Staying.
6 God.
Stay or leave.
We'll talk about it later. But how has he been performing this play? Because
Phenomenal.
I don't know any other way to describe it than perfection. He had one bad game in Orlando, and it turns out he was sick, and even that game was okay.
He pulled up his slack.
But this guy took a shot with how many seconds left? You thought Vince Carter's shot was. Oh, this guy. Kawhi.
From the corner, huh?
From the corner.
Fade away, 2.
That was a hard shot.
That was a hard shot.
Embiid was right in his face.
He was being double teamed. Had Ben Simmons, got rid of Ben Simmons, then had Joel Embiid,
Which
isn't an easy
not
task.
Raptors in 6.
Raptors in 6.
Let's chill on that.
Raptors in 6.
I said it here.
I agree.
I hope
Raptors
so.
in 6.
I really hope so.
Raptors in 6. When they have Drake over there, okay? I love the guy, but when they have Drake over there, okay? Raptors in 6.
They're winning it.
That's all I'm going to say. Raptors in 6. I don't even need to explain myself. Because I know. You know what?
I think we're seeing a lot of the bench stepping up.
Right. Right. And
I think
honestly,
that's when we
Powell
start
and
taking over.
VanVleet?
Powell and
Powell
VanVleet
and
they killed it in Game 5. They just came alive. And I think, honestly, I could say that with everyone with full potential, like playing to their max, that the Toronto Raptors have a better team than the Milwaukee Bucks.
Let's take a step back with that. Let's stop talking about the offense. Even the defense
Right,
have
even
been
the defense.
way better.
The Raptors.
Yes.
Yes, I definitely agree.
So before Game 1 and 2, they decided to double team Giannis, which wasn't working. But now they're playing switch D, which works way better.
No, I agree. What they weren't doing in Game 1 and 2 was playing Kawhi against Giannis. Kawhi was not guarding Giannis, and Giannis was not guarding Kawhi. And now you see Game 3, 4, and 5, the opposite's happening, and Kawhi is just dominating Giannis. I'm not saying Giannis is a bad player. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. Giannis is a great player. Will probably be when LeBron leaves, it's him and KD who will be the best players in the league. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. Listen, I
Best player.
No,
That's
I'm
not
not-
hard
I'm
to
not
say
sa-
because they all play.
right. They play different games. That's why it's hard to say. But Kawhi is a much better defensive player than Giannis right now.
Yes. And he's more athletic.
Ooh,
What?
I don't know about more
Whoa,
athletic. I don't know about
no.
more athletic.
Yes.
I don't know about
Giannis
more.
is literally moving like he's 6'3", and he's literally got the height
Yeah.
of like a center.
No, I agree with Kenny.
Giannis can probably take 5 steps and he crosses the whole court.
Yeah, he's huge. Like his wingspan and everything is insane.
Kawhi might be a better defender. Debatable.
No, I don't even think it's debatable.
Yeah, it's probably
I
not
think-
debatable.
I think
Kawhi,
it's-
Kawhi's definitely better. But athleticism, no. Giannis is.
Yeah, I think.
He could probably cover the whole
Yeah,
team
he
with
could-
his hand,
Oh, for
standing in
sure.
the center.
Yeah, he's huge.
Literally. How do you feel
You
about
don't
Paul
agree.
George being on first All NBA team instead of Kawhi?
I think it's fair. I think it's fair.
What, instead of
Because
Thompson?
What?
Instead of Klay
Instead
Thompson?
George, instead of Paul George. I think it's fair only because Kawhi didn't play. Like, he played like 70% of the season. You can't put him on the first NBA team. That's the only reason, and I don't know if that's true or not. That's just my guess.
Paul George was like, I think he was overhyped. I don't think he was playing nearly as well as Kawhi was. Like, the playoff season too. Like Kawhi.
I think he was playing way better in Indiana than he was in
Paul
OKC.
George? I don't know.
Well, I could
This
see
year he
that.
played a lot better.
I could see that because the ball in Indiana, who was the ball going through?
Paul George?
Paul George. In OKC,
Westbrook.
Who's the ball going through?
Well, it's more. Yeah, it's
Right,
less all in.
it's going through. It's mainly going through Westbrook. So I can understand why, if the ball is going through, like you watch how Kawhi plays when the ball goes through Kawhi, it looks very different than when the ball goes through someone like Siakam. Like the way the play is set up and the way the play goes looks different.
I agree.
Okay, I need your opinion on Drake.
Drake.
Oh, about how his antics are kind of going too far.
Yeah. What do you guys think? Because I have my opinion, but I want to hear yours first.
I think he's fine. Maybe the shoulder rub on the coach was a little bit
He
going
wants
too
that
far.
back rub. He wants that back rub.
I
That's
mean,
all he
Little
wants.
rub.
The back rub was a little bit. Maybe I can see why that might be
I mean,
too
like,
much. But like the rest, it's not like any other celebrity does.
I mean, like, all in all, he's still a fan. So, like, I really don't think, like, all the chirping. Like, why is it because he's just famous that
Why
people...
is it
Well,
okay?
He's the general.
He's the
ambassador.
He's the global ambassador
Global
for the
ambassador,
Raptors.
yeah.
But like you're saying, why is it okay that he can chirp everyone? But
Well,
when a regular
fans
fan,
can.
When a regular fan says, "You know what? Fuck you, Giannis," then it's a huge problem. Right?
But-
That's what you're
Is
saying.
that what he's saying though? Is he saying
Come on, man. Like, there's no way he's not saying.
like he
I
might not be
understand-
like verbally?
No, maybe he's not saying that.
Because I
word
think
for word. I
there's
understand.
probably a limit to how far, like
Yeah,
how
I-
verbally abusive he can start being. But like,
Right. No, obviously, but I feel like he might be saying some questionable things. I don't
He
know.
is.
I don't know for a fact.
I mean, like, he's not the only celebrity.
So what happens when fans chirp
Okay, but
other
it
It
depends.
depends.
players?
It depends on how bad it is. Because when you go to a Leafs game, like when I go to a Leafs game and I yell, "Yo, Gardner, stop shooting the puck," then no one's gonna kick me out for that. But if I start yelling, like if I start swearing and throwing out words I should not be throwing out, yes, someone's gonna go complain to security, and security's gonna kick me out.
But is that what Drake's doing?
Yeah, but-
I don't know.
I don't
No
think
one
so.
knows what Drake is saying because we're not sitting courtside.
I don't know if that's what they're like. I think it's more so like how like
energized the stadium is. I don't know.
he's like
Right.
he's got a lot of court room, like
He's,
courtside
he's
room.
moving back and forth.
He's got like 3 seats.
He's moving
so
back
he's like,
and forth. Well, I don't know if I necessarily have a problem with him moving back and forth. Maybe the shoulder rub was a little bit too much. That's it. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like he's gonna take a step back. Like, you know, you're gonna be more of a
I
fan.
like it.
But I enjoy him being a fan.
I think everyone likes him being a fan. It's
Right.
just more so the opposing side.
Yeah,
It's like-
I think if it was the opposite, I think if it was like Gucci Mane doing this,
Yeah, I'd be
like we'd be talking right now, we'd be shitting on Gucci Mane. That's just the reality.
The only thing I think was a bit that could have been a bit too far was the shoulder rub, but like
He could have laid that off. Yeah, you shouldn't have. The shoulder.
Maybe like he can just like stand in his seat and just throw his
Shoulder
hands
rubs.
in the air.
The
Shoulder rub his
Bucks
friends.
friends.
Okay, shoulder rub his friends. Okay, last thing I wanted to bring up about this series before we move on is Marc Gasol and Serge Ibaka playing together. Now we didn't see it a lot in the other series. We saw it a little bit in the Sixers series, and I saw it in the first, and I saw it. Didn't see it a lot at the beginning of this series, but they looked so effective together because Milwaukee is a bigger team, right? Like size-wise, they're a bigger team, and
For sure.
putting them on the court together, while it didn't work well at the beginning, like
Takes time.
during the season, I thought this could be the killer duo, front court or back court, whatever, duo,
Front court.
front court. Agree? Disagree?
I agree. I see. It's really more effective when you have Serge, which is he's better on the defense. I want to say
Yeah,
Serge
he's a
really
defensive
brings up.
player.
He really brings up the team's like defense. So when he's on the court, so when you put him with Marc Gasol, guarding Giannis and Lopez.
Yeah. Well, Kawhi would be usually if Kawhi's on, he's basically always on Giannis.
Like I think like
yeah, basically.
That's what it is.
why aren't they putting Serge as a starter instead of Siakam?
Instead of Siakam, no, I put Siakam on no matter what. I say if you're gonna take anyone off the starting lineup
Danny Green?
right now, you're taking Danny Green off. You're playing
For Serge.
yeah, because this is what you do. You put Kawhi as your point guard. You put Kyle Lowry as your point guard. You put Kawhi as your shooting guard. Siakam as your small forward in that area.
Mm-hmm.
Put Serge as your power forward and
Doable.
Gasol as center, essentially.
Very doable. You're playing with a bigger starting lineup, trying to go for
But the thing is with Milwaukee is that even their bench is a little bit bigger, right? So you put your starting five out for 10 straight minutes. Now you're playing them against the bench, and you're thinking,
Yeah,
when are you
they
going
have-
to play Norman? When are you going to play Powell? When are you going to play Van Vliet? You have to have why I don't think they're playing them as much together is that they need to have that mix of short and taller players to play. But I'd love to see them playing together more. I just don't think it's a possibility.
I agree. You can't tire all those guys out
Right.
without having people to take on the Bucks bench.
Kawhi can't play 48 minutes.
Yeah, he's not LeBron.
He's not LeBron. I love him, but he's not LeBron.
Like LeBron can play 44 minutes, no problem.
Yeah, maybe not now, but a couple years
He's
ago.
done it.
Yeah, a couple years ago. I don't think he'd play 48 minutes right now with the Los Angeles Lakers.
That's a total different question with the
I don't
Lakers.
want to talk about the Lakers. Okay, let's move on. the Warriors sweep the Trailblazers
I mean-
for nothing. And I know Jason loves the Warriors
Go Curry.
because all I hear about
I
is,
mean,
the,
Curry
is
did-
the Warriors.
Curry with the three.
He deserves all the praise for the series.
Oh, I agree.
Well, not all the praise.
I
but
think
like,
he deserves most.
he's not
of the
overhyped.
praise.
Curry triple double.
Yeah.
and Draymond
Curry
Green.
getting rebounds.
Draymond led in like how many? He led in like rebounds, steals
Who, Curry or Draymond?
in the last game.
Wait, which player?
Draymond Green.
You just really gotta appreciate their offense. Golden
Oh,
State,
they have a
their
killer team.
transition offense is insane.
Exactly. In the conference finals, Draymond led in rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks
Jeez.
over players on both sides of the team.
Well, you gotta really understand Draymond's like game. He's like really aggressive. He's also like a defensive player. You know,
Yeah. He's like that
game,
presence. on the
Last
field, you know?
game, game 4, he had 14 rebounds,
Mhm.
11 assists,
Mhm.
3 steals,
Exactly.
2 blocks, and 18
yeah. But you also gotta
points.
take this in. Like they don't have a center. Like they're
Right,
they're not
because
relying on their center.
DeMarcus Cousins isn't playing.
So Draymond is stepping up on their defense, trying to grab rebounds, trying to grab
Right.
boards, and trying to dish out the ball.
yeah.
You know how Golden State is. They play the double pick for Curry,
Well,
double
they're-
kick.
All they're doing is looking to get either Curry or
Yeah.
Thompson open for the 3.
Yeah, especially when Durant's not even in.
They don't even.
They don't need
Steph
Durant.
Curry's off-ball
They don't
movement
even
is
need
insane.
Durant.
Yeah, like Curry can run around for the 24 seconds and
Yeah.
still shoot it
Off-ball movement.
before the clock runs out.
Yeah, they really.
Their
do that.
athleticism, their playmaking, their
all stepped
their
up.
their playbook is insane.
Okay, so Steph Curry played 47 minutes and 24 seconds.
Wow.
Klay Thompson played 46 minutes and 17 seconds. And Draymond played 43 minutes and 20 seconds.
In the final game?
4. Yeah.
They played the whole game.
They basically played the entire game.
That's incredible.
They really need to do that. Well, the score was 119-117.
It was
It was a
tight
close
game.
No, they were
game.
coming back. They came from. They were trailing for a
Right,
while,
they
so they
were trailing.
Like throughout all 4 games, the Warriors I think spent more time. Sorry. During all 4 games, the Warriors spent more time trailing.
Really,
Yeah. than
they
being
were
in
they
the
were.
lead.
that's surprising.
Game 3 and 4, Golden State had a major comeback to win.
Yeah, and they didn't have Durant the entire series,
They did. Which I mean,
or
All the players
Cousins, or
stepped up.
DeMarcus. Wow, they don't even need either of those players. They just
technically they
they
don't.
really don't.
Well, let's
They
recall. What was it
really don't.
2015 when they won? Or 2016?
2015-16 was without.
Yeah, without Cousins and without Durant.
I mean, Cousins didn't even play like
Yeah, he was.
most of the season, or like at least like barely half.
Yeah, they don't need. They don't need either of those players. I don't know how long he's played for.
There's only so much Lillard and McCollum can do in that series.
Yeah. Yeah, Durant won 17 and 18
Yeah, exactly.
with the Warriors. And he won both finals MVP.
Curry
that
was
year.
looking like he was 2015-16.
Yeah. I just
I mean, he's been playing pretty well.
but
I mean, he
they
always
don't
does.
need either of those players.
No, I mean they already have 3 All-Stars in the
You know
team.
what? Like
And
Lillard really outperformed, and they pretty much swept them. But they beat them 4-1. They beat OKC 4-1 because Westbrook was trying to match Lillard's like perimeter shot. Well, what Westbrook knows, like he's not a good 3-point shooter, but he's trying to match his opponent. But you got to play your own game. That's why Lillard was outperforming Westbrook in that series. But when you bring Portland to Golden State,
It's a different story.
it's a very different story when their whole game is the 3-point.
Yeah.
So
Would Denver give Golden State a different type of series?
Denver.
Yeah. If Denver beat Portland,
I'm not quite sure.
like, would it still end up like this?
I
like-
think. I mean,
I think if
they
no,
forced a game 7.
yeah, but if Denver really beat Portland, then I think Westbrook and Paul George could have had a chance.
No, they played Denver in the second round.
They played second round?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was the other way around.
It was the other way around.
Oh, then you're saying if Denver...
So I'm saying if Denver beat Portland in the semifinals, would they give Golden State a different run for their money?
I honestly...
They have Jokic, and I think the game within the
But
team,
it's a different dynamic.
it's different.
Denver has more of a physical gameplay. Their play style is not shooting the ball from the perimeter. They're more like the mid-range and crashing the board.
But I think it comes down to, are they that much better defensively? Because they're gonna shoot, right?
I
think offensively they're similar, like skill wise, but
I think defensively they are better than Portland.
So I'm not saying Golden State would lose, but it would be a different series.
It would be, because when they were playing Portland, you can see them trying to double team Curry, and like there was always Draymond Green under the net, and then Ibaka cutting to the net. Like, they left.
Ibaka.
Huh?
Not Ibaka.
No, I mean Draymond Green and Iguodala. My bad.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Iguodala. But like they'd always have a man open when they were playing against Portland's defense. So, but in terms of Denver, when they have Jokic and they have what's his name?
Murray.
Yes, Jamal Murray. Like Jamal Murray, I'm pretty sure his defense is pretty good. He could hold Curry, but once he gets picked, right? So then you got to really limit Curry's threes, but then they would have had their solid front court defending against Draymond Green when Klay Thompson drives to the net, So it might have been a different series. They might have won. I don't think they would have gone swept, but
It would have gone to like 5-6 games.
Probably 5-6 games,
maybe 7.
Golden State still.
Golden State was
through.
win. Like it was out of the question that if they were gonna lose. They're too good to not make it to the finals.
If they really wanted to, they could also beat their own record in the regular season. But
I don't know. The regular season's a completely different beast. Like in playing.
I don't get why almost all the games they played against Portland, like game 2 and 3, they were trailing for like the first half, and then suddenly third quarter, they started dominating. Like 2 and 3, they had Golden State had 68 points while Portland had 37.
Yeah.
Like they doubled.
I don't know. That I'm surprised by that, just because it's such a dominating.
Let's look at
team.
solely Game 4 against Golden State and Portland.
Yeah.
Portland had the biggest lead of 17 points in the whole game, while Golden State only had 5. They went on and beat them by 2 points. So in OT.
Right.
So Portland really has to, work on them, sustaining the lead. Because in the whole series, they've been blowing their leads multiple times. And they just can't, they can't recuperate. They can't, get that lead back, because once Golden State is on their roll, it's really hard to stop them.
Do you think that if the Warriors, not the Warriors, if the Trailblazers, they were getting hot and then they got a little bit cocky and said, I'm going to take these shots that maybe I shouldn't take, but I think I can make, because I see that with the Raptors. I saw it last night a lot, where they got on a roll and then they broke their momentum by taking a really crappy shot that will not go in.
It's about shooting like the smart shots instead of the, the shots that give you, I guess, how do I say it? Like for your fans, yeah.
That give you the bet. Wait, what?
No, like you're trying to shoot the shots
to impress the fans.
Yes.
But you should be taking the shots
with higher percentage.
Best chance of going in.
Yes.
Makes sense.
Because when they think they're hot, they're like, I might as well just pull it from here.
Right.
I think I'm gonna get in, but it's about stats. Even though when you're hot, it's not like, okay, like Curry's another story when he's hot.
But Curry's an anomaly. Curry's a very special player.
So not everyone can do it. So like, you gotta like sustain your momentum. You gotta sustain your lead. You can't just go out there and be like, oh, we're leading now. Let's just take random shots. Let's take shots that I would never take. It's not an excuse for you to take, pulling up when
from half court.
Not even half court, but like, you're not like a good 3-point shooter, or like you're not the highest percentage and you're still gonna pull it up because your team is hot. Like, that's not acceptable.
No, it's not. It's definitely not. Now, whoever makes it to the finals, Do they have
Raptors?
any chance? I'm just do either team, Bucks or Raptors, have any type of chance of beating the Warriors?
Weren't the Raptors 2-0 against the Warriors in the regular season? I think so. Or 2-1.
Is that with Cousins and Durant playing too?
Well, I don't think Cousins is gonna play.
The first game, no, Cousins was
No,
not.
I'm talking about regular series.
The first game, I don't think that he was. I don't even know if KD was playing. But the second game, I believe.
Yeah, they were 2-0.
But the second game, I believe they had their
Okay,
key
well,
players in.
Raptors beat Golden State 131 to 128
Yep.
with, wow. Let's see these stats. Leonard scored 37.
First game, I know for sure Warriors was missing some of their key players. Second game, the
No,
Warriors
no,
had
no.
Right. So, but
First game, they're missing Draymond Green, Cousins, and Curry.
okay.
Yes, but
Yes,
then what about
yes,
the second
I-
game?
And Durant still pulled 51 points.
Well, that's
Well,
his
I
job.
mean,
when 3 key players are
yeah.
missing, he should be playing up 51 points.
Okay, what about the second game?
Second game, they definitely had their key players.
And they still
If you
won?
can check. Yeah, they still won. Except maybe DeMarcus.
KD was playing, Green
Yeah.
was playing,
Yeah.
Thompson was playing,
Yeah.
Curry was playing. That's it.
Curry?
So
So they were
all-
missing. They were missing Cousins.
That's
that,
it.
That was it.
Though
Yeah.
Cousins-
And Cousins didn't play most of the season.
What was the score?
113-93.
Curry only scored 10 points
That's
that
the
game.
second. That's the second.
They shut down all their offense, except for Durant. Durant had 30 points,
Yeah.
but Curry had 10 points.
Curry wasn't playing.
No, he wasn't playing his best game.
I think it's
It was,
doable.
it was a
but-
low-scoring game, 113 to 93.
See, like sometimes the Raptors, their bench isn't like the most dependable.
That's the thing. If the Raptors bench are playing, then it's a very different story.
It's hard to say. Oh, actually, recently against the Bucks.
Yeah, but they're playing well. If
Yeah.
the Raptors bench are not playing well, then you don't know what you're gonna have. Like, we know Kawhi is gonna be a very consistent. Like, Kawhi is a very consistent
He's
player.
very consistent.
Lowry
Lowry
is
is more consistent.
Has been more consistent
A lot
lately,
more consistent.
but you never know.
I know.
Gasol is the same way. He's been consistent, but he's been off a couple
Siakam's pretty
games.
consistent.
Siakam's consistent, but I think he could be better. So, would the Raptors give the Warriors a good series? Would it be
I
a
think
good
so.
final?
I think so.
Like, it wouldn't be a sweep.
I don't.
I think it would be challenging, more challenging than the Bucks.
It would be more challenging than
Yes.
the Bucks.
Yes.
Because you don't have why.
Is KD playing first game back?
Kawhi- no, he's missing the start of the finals.
See,
So you're missing KD, and I don't think you're gonna have.
but the thing is also
Cousins.
the Warriors have been like. It's hard to say because Curry, Clay, Draymond, they're all like playing like all stars that they are.
Right.
They're playing very well.
Draymond Green, all-star
I think
defense.
you have two players who can go up against Draymond Green and stop him.
Who?
I think both Ibaka and Gasol can stop Draymond Green. I don't see that player on the Bucks.
I see Lowry needing help on Curry.
That's
That-
the only
that is
thing.
very
That's
true.
where you're gonna have a lot of trouble. Who's gonna guard Thompson and Curry? Because we know
who would Kawhi guard.
if KD is playing, Kawhi is guarding
KD is
KD.
guarding Kawhi.
But if
Right.
in let's say the first game KD isn't playing,
Siakam can guard Thompson.
I don't know. No, you can't because who's gonna guard the center? You can put Kyle
Gasol.
Lowry. No, Gasol's gonna be on. Gasol's gonna
Giannis?
be on
Oh, I mean Draymond,
Draymond.
Serge Ibaka.
No, but they're not starting together.
Oh.
Remember, that's the starting line. I'm talking the starting line.
Then
right
you
now.
have to put Danny Green.
Lowry,
You have to put
Green,
Danny Green on
who?
Thompson.
I don't know if that's.
He will get beat too.
Yeah.
So the top two players.
It's just
scorers.
it's their backcourt that you'll struggle with.
Yeah. Honestly, I think it'd be a very different series if Anunoby was playing. I think he's better than Green, and
We just need another small forward off the bench as well.
OG Anunoby has not been playing, and
Why is it?
I had
Injuries.
appendicitis.
Yeah.
Oh my
Had to get his appendix removed. So if OG was playing, the
I-
Philadelphia series would be different, and this series I think would be probably the same.
Yeah.
But I think he'd have a bigger impact on the Warriors series. if he was playing, which I think he should be playing, but he won't be. I don't think he'll be 100%.
Is he out indefinitely?
No, like he should. They said I think 4 or 6 weeks, but even after 4 or 6 weeks, after something like that, I don't know if he'd be 100%.
I know. It's hard to say.
But we agree that the Raptors would not win that series
Raptors in 4.
against the Warriors.
Not in four.
Okay.
Hopefully they can pull it to Game 7. Honestly, That'd be
And
impressive.
what if Kawhi makes that shot again?
I would cry.
I would cry.
then Kawhi stays in Toronto.
And Kawhi stays. I think Kawhi
Kawhi
stays.
stays.
Either way.
I really hope he does.
But okay, now let's look at it the other way. If the Bucks made it, what would the series look like?
Sweet.
I don't
Do you think it'd be a sweep?
Yeah, sweet.
I honestly was thinking the same thing.
Dust.
Sweep? I don't know. Sweep.
Who's
I think it
Sweep's
might be a
hard.
sweep.
who do they have to stop?
They have Eric Bledsoe and Chris Middleton
Which are
and Giannis.
I mean, they are a bit taller, but I don't think they can.
Giannis will dominate.
They're not as.
I don't know if Giannis has to go up against KD. I think it's gonna be a very interesting
Nah,
series. For
I
them.
think Draymond Green's gonna be guarding Giannis.
I think so.
Really,
He's more
I think
physical
I
than
think
Durant.
that will backfire
Defensive.
on them.
Really?
Well, think about how we talked about it. Think about how athletic Giannis is.
Well, like it's sort of like Kawhi's guarding Giannis. Why not Draymond?
Yeah, but why not? Because Kawhi is also athletic.
Yeah.
Right? I don't see Draymond as an athletic player. I see Draymond as a big presence in the key. Right? That's why I'd say, you know what? I'd put KD if KD's playing, I would put Giannis on it.
I mean, I still think Bucks will lose for sure.
Right. Bucks are if the Warriors are playing the Bucks, I do not think there's any chance that they have of winning.
It's really hard. Who? Katie was on Giannis, then who would be on Draymond?
Mirotic,
I mean, that's
Lopez.
Brook Lopez. Like the Bucks have like an opposite situation of the Raptors. They do not have a good front court, but they have a okay back court. And the Raptors is the opposite. I think.
I think the Raptors are more, well around.
definitely.
Right, but they could definitely do with a better starting shooting guard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better than Danny Green.
Well, if Danny goes back to.
Unless Danny somehow starts playing.
Let's not forget,
safe.
Thompson is a pretty good defensive player too.
Thompson
Right.
is good on defense. Very good.
Right.
So I don't know how Danny Green's gonna pull out.
Danny Green needs to start playing well right now
Thompson's a good
To get
two-way
to
guard.
get on fire and be ready for that series when they win.
Like Curry's not a bad defender either, so
Oh, and he's guarding Lowry, who's like.
slower than him.
Yeah. Yes, Curry will get past Lowry at every situation.
Like it's not. I mean, he doesn't have that
It's
big
not-
of a defensive mismatch.
It's not a challenge for him. The only
I
challenge
agree.
that I think Curry has against teams are just Westbrook
Who would Kawhi be on?
Durant.
if he's on. But if he's not, then
Okay.
Yeah.
Thompson. I could see them throwing Thompson
I think I would.
or Draymond
On Kawhi.
for Kawhi.
Yeah.
That's what I would.
It's
That's
probably,
what I would
It's probably
do.
Thompson or Draymond for sure.
I don't know. I'm not the GM, or the coach. Okay, so we agree that the Raptors would give them a challenge, and the Bucks would give them zero challenge.
Which is weird because
The NBA released all NBA teams.
yeah.
I'll read them out to you. All NBA first team: Nikola Jokic, Giannis Antetokounmpo,
Yes.
Paul George,
Eh.
James Harden, Steph Curry. Anyone missing?
Only one I'm debatable, I think, is
Yeah.
the Paul George or Kawhi.
Okay. You want to put KD in first team?
Well, Giannis, I think. Well, because KD's playing on a team with like a bunch of all-stars, it's something like he has to sacrifice. He doesn't have that much of a bigger role on the team
Right.
compared to Giannis, who probably without Giannis, Bucks would not make playoffs.
Yeah.
So
Where's
I
Klay
don't-
Thompson?
Okay, Klay Thompson. It's
Well, it's the same
again,
thing as what Kenny was saying.
yeah, same thing. He doesn't have. It's the fact that he doesn't carry as big
He's
of a
the
role.
third best player on that team,
Exactly.
if not fourth.
Who would be third?
DeMarcus.
Yeah, if he wasn't injured.
I'd put KD best player on that team.
Nah, honestly, I think
Steph
this-
Curry,
Steph Curry's definitely.
and then Klay Thompson.
I mean, some people might argue between Steph and Damian, I think. But I think Steph still outperformed.
No, I think Steph is probably the best point guard.
It's fair.
I think it's not. That's not a debate.
It's not a debate. It's not up to.
It's not a debate.
James Harden's definitely deserves to be there. Do you remember that point where he was averaging above 30 points for
Yeah.
yeah.
But he's also basically carrying.
He is exactly. He's got such a huge role like Giannis does compared to KD, which is why I think it's fine. KD I think is fine with second. I don't disagree.
Yeah.
with that.
The second team is Embiid,
Yeah,
Leonard, Durant, Lillard, and Irving.
fair.
I don't know about Irving. That's
Irving,
the only
yeah.
one I'd say
Irving's
about.
a bit iffy.
I guess he had a good season, but
Mhm.
Boston's just playing their own game.
I mean, Irving versus Westbrook. I think Irving. Is,
I would put no, but I'm saying this season, for an All NBA team, I would put Russell Westbrook over Kyrie Irving.
yeah, you also got to take this in. Boston, they're all really good players individually, but they're not playing as a team.
Right,
So
that's the problem. And they need to play. As
who
a
would you
team.
place instead of Kyrie?
I'd put Russell Westbrook.
Really?
After watching this year, I'd rather put Russell Westbrook on the second team than Kyrie Irving.
that is a fair argument.
This is gonna be an interesting one.
But I think they both are fine with being all NBA. I don't think.
I
there's
don't
anyone
think they
else-
care. I don't think they care about being on the NBA All NBA.
I don't think there's anyone else that kind of deserves it more.
All NBA team: Rudy Gobert,
LeBron James.
Blake Griffin, Russell Westbrook,
Yeah.
Kemba Walker,
I think so.
and LeBron James
LeBron James.
on the All NBA third team.
Well, I mean, he got injured and played
I
for
want,
like
yeah.
a day
I want you to remember the LA Lakers were fourth seed in the Western
when he
Conference
joined.
when he got injured.
No, they were fourth up until he got injured.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then they just went to nothing.
Right. I think that shows a little something more than an NBA third team. But then who,
Okay, but
who
see,
you then who
are
you
you gonna
take
place
out?
him above
Right,
Kawhi,
that's
who
the thing.
outperformed the whole season?
Yeah. That's
So
the
no,
only thing.
I wouldn't. I think it's perfectly fine. He does deserve.
So you put LeBron as a point guard.
No,
What?
No.
He can bring up the ball.
Yeah, because
Okay,
he's
but that
the
has
best
nothing-
player in the game.
That has nothing to. Yeah, okay, in his team, yes.
No, I would argue he's still the best player in the league.
One of the best players.
I would argue who's better than LeBron.
Wait, right now I don't
Yeah.
know.
Who's
It's hard to say
better
because
than
this
LeBron?
season he still did well this season. I don't know why people are saying it's a down year for
Well,
him.
it's a down year for LeBron because it's
'Cause he not-
when was the last time he missed the playoffs?
But,
Eight-
like,
8
a
years
lot of
ago.
that was,
Right.
he got injured, and then Rondo injured, and then Lonzo got injured. It was just an injury-prone team. So I wish they wanted the manager.
Then again, when you have LeBron dishing out these amazing passes, they're not finishing the ball at all.
I think the NBA, all NBA teams were pretty fair. Who would you put? I would not put LeBron over Kawhi. I mean,
Just because they were how they were playing.
Right.
exactly. Kawhi outdid himself this whole year. It's just crazy.
Because Kawhi's the sixth god, okay?
Kemba Walker, I think.
Not Drake?
Who do you think would deserve it more than Kemba Walker?
No, sorry. No, not Drake.
What?
Well, sixth god. Sixth god.
Kawhi Leonard is the sixth god, okay?
Who would you put above Kemba Walker? Klay Thompson was saying that he doesn't think there's that many people above him.
I wouldn't. I mean, I didn't watch a lot of Kemba Walker because who the hell watches the Charlotte Hornets?
You,
True,
you mean when
but-
the Charlotte Hornets beat the Raptors twice with a
Right,
buzzer
but-
beater?
Okay, but I'm saying other than those two games, I did not watch the Charlotte Hornets ever.
Well, Kemba Kemba's all.
I'm pretty sure Kemba's one of the free agents this year, right?
Oh
Yeah,
my.
we'll talk.
Thank
about
goodness.
It. We'll talk about it later. But we're all okay with the NBA teams,
I think so.
other than
It's very
Paul George situation.
very much well chosen.
Okay. Second last topic, NBA draft. We're just gonna go over the top 3 picks.
Sure.
See what we do. Pick one, New Orleans. What do they do with that?
They have 1 or 2
They
max
have-
slots.
I think they gave one to Drew.
Yeah, I don't know how many max slots they have. I don't think they have any.
Can you check who has the max slots?
Yeah,
Detroit has it, right?
I believe so.
I know the Clippers have 2.
Clippers
have 2. Knicks have 2.
Knicks have 2. That's an interesting one.
Oh boy, fun times.
New team to play with on 2K.
Watch.
They only have one max contract, which is Anthony Davis,
Who might get traded?
who might get traded. So they have 2, I believe.
So, like trading for Anthony. Is like
So
trading
New Orleans first pick.
Right.
They're probably gonna take Williamson.
I don't see why they wouldn't take Williamson.
Yeah, knowing that AD
They
wants
need
to
a lot of
leave.
things, but
Right, I don't like. Who else would you take? Who else would you take first overall?
Zion Williams.
That's what I'm saying.
They know AD wants to leave, so
Yeah, AD's gonna leave.
yeah. Okay, but
Yeah, AD's gone. So the New Orleans Pelicans are gonna take Zion Williamson first overall.
and then they're gonna trade AD
Yeah,
because he wants out.
to the New York Knicks.
There's no reason why.
For pick number 3, where they will select R.J. Barrett.
or Jamarant
No, Jamarant's going second overall.
to the Nets.
To the
No.
Memphis.
Memphis.
To Memphis Grizzlies. They need to get rid of Mike Conley and put in John Morant.
Did they
Mike
sign Mike
Conley's a
Conley?
max contract.
Really?
He has a max contract.
He's not playing like he deserves max contract.
He's one of the
He was
highest.
supposed to
paid.
come to Toronto.
Yeah.
He was supposed to come to Toronto. Thank God he didn't.
Honestly, if New Orleans keeps their pick and they don't take Zion, Memphis is gonna take Zion.
Of course, I would. There's no
There's
reason.
no chance Knicks are gonna be able to pick up.
This year's trade, I think, will be one of the most interesting.
Yo, let's talk about this. How did
So,
Lakers end up getting 4th pick?
Okay, sorry.
Beating all the odds. They got
Wait.
4th pick.
Mike Connolly has a max contract.
Yep.
Can you name me the other player with a max contract on that team?
I don't know.
What?
There's another player on that team with
So
a
they don't
max
have any-
contract.
Oh,
I think
they
there's
don't-
3. There's 3.
There's 3.
I think
3
you
max
get
contracts?
So they have one right now.
Yeah.
Let me see the team.
No, don't search it up.
No, I don't
want
know.
you
I don't know the
guess.
names. No, I don't know the
I
names.
want you to guess which player has a max
Andrew
contract.
Wiggins?
No. Let's see.
Cat?
Wait, who's your first name?
Andrew Wiggins.
No.
Cat?
No, the Grizz.
Wiggins? No.
Oh shoot, I'm thinking about
Not Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Oops, Memphis.
Justin Holiday.
Memphis. No.
I don't even know.
Delon Brooks.
No.
Who?
Memphis Grizzlies.
Jonas Valanciunas. Who?
Chandler fucking Parsons.
Who's that?
Chandler
Oh.
Parsons has a max contract.
How did he manage to do that?
Who was 3rd pick?
Knicks.
Okay, so Knicks will probably get.
Chandler Parson, who's averaging 7.5 points a game.
Wow.
He scored.
You think Kyrie will stay?
Kyrie, no. Kyrie's gone. And you do get 2 max contracts. My bad.
Yeah. I
I
think
don't
it's
know why I thought it was 3.
Knicks have 2,
Knicks have 2.
and it's a great city.
Clippers have 2. So it's gonna be Williamson, Morant, and Barrett going 1, 2, 3 to whatever teams who have the pick, and who
Williamson on Pelicans.
yeah, and they get rid of they're gonna get rid of AD, like he said. Literally, 10 minutes after they got first overall pick, there was a report saying that AD still wants out, which is fair. Like, if you don't want to be there, don't be there. Like, just get out of there. Like, imagine what the Pelicans can get for AD.
AD's biggest shot at a championship was when he played with Cousins.
Oh,
Until Cousins got injured.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think they would have won anyway.
But they were doing really well.
Yeah, they were, but I don't know if they would have gone through Golden State.
They would not. It's two centers, but like who are they?
AD wants a championship.
Right, yeah.
Where will he go?
Lakers?
Oh no,
He's getting
no,
traded.
no, he's getting traded. He's not waiting another year.
He's gonna get traded. I doubt he's waiting for free agency.
No, he's not. Okay, last part. We're gonna go over the free agent list. I'm gonna use Hoops Hype's list of top free agents. We're gonna look at the top 15. I'm gonna name you the player. You're gonna tell me where he's going, and then Kevin Durant. Where is Kevin Durant going?
Knicks.
I agree with Jason. The New York Knicks.
Well, it's a great place to go, but
Max contract.
He'll get a max
he'll
contract,
get max for sure.
He'll get to shine on his team.
He will get to shine.
which will be interesting to see him shine on a team.
Is that what he wants?
Yes, my guess. This is my guess.
Because
I don't know
he
for a fact.
knew fully going to Warriors, he was not going to shine, and he
Right,
took a
and he
big
took-
sacrifice to his salary.
Exactly. He won his championships. He wants to build his own team.
Is that what he wants now?
I think. Listen,
Does he not just want more championships?
the group that owns Madison Square Garden has their own TV channel. They said if Kevin Durant signs in New York, he will get his own fucking TV channel, a whole TV show.
He's gonna make a lot of money.
How will he not go to New York?
If he wants them,
Where else is he gonna go?
can he not just stay?
He's not. Their tension is too high in Golden State.
Tension?
Would be him and Draymond. Do
That
not
was
like
so
each
long
other.
ago,
Him and
though.
Draymond do not like each other.
That was a
There's-
long time ago.
Look how they're playing without Kevin Durant.
Well, they were still well. It's just they just had.
They're
issues.
playing better without Kevin Durant than when they had Kevin Durant.
But do you think that's not just because they have to take on a greater role?
No, why couldn't they take a bigger role? Like, why couldn't they step up their game with Kevin Durant?
Well, like all the points and stuff, they can't. When Kevin Durant comes in, they probably won't need to rely on Draymond or Curry to score as much because Kevin Durant's like an elite scorer.
I still think he's leaving. If he's leaving, there's two places he's going.
Okay, where would he go if he left?
New York.
New York is definitely the first one.
Or the Clippers.
I would say
They have a max contract.
they do, but
That's
I
the
think
only
New
two
York
places
has
he's
better
going.
potential. New York now has like it's not a terrible. I mean,
No, they're an awful team. They
They're-
finished in dead last.
but like now they got
last.
they got Dennis Smith, they
Right.
got Porzingis.
No, Porzingis went to Dallas. They have DeAndre Jordan now.
They have DeAndre
Oh,
Jordan.
that's right. Porzingis went to Dallas.
This is not a good team.
So they have Dennis.
Well, they also traded Porzingis so they can open up their max contract.
Right.
So it would be Dennis, Katie.
This is their start. This is their starting lineup. Kevin Knox at small forward. Luke Cornett at power forward. Mitchell Robinson at center. Who's this guy? Damian Dotson at shooting guard and Mario Hezonja. I'm sorry, I screwed that name up, but at shooting
The Knicks have a lot of
They have a
power
lot of work
point
to
guards,
do.
shooting guards. They don't have enough, front court
They
presence.
also have like Emmanuel Mudiay and Tim Hardaway Jr.
They're not.
They have a lot of work to do.
So what they're gonna do? They're gonna get
KD
and Kyrie.
and Kyrie. Bro, I'm telling you, KD, Kyrie, and
They can just.
Anthony Davis.
They don't need
No,
Anthony Davis.
no,
They'll work. They'll work with
They'll
Jordan.
have to trade for.
Right.
No, they'll work with Jordan. They don't need it.
They'll work with Jordan.
No, AD can play power forward.
It's okay. They don't need that.
I think
They'll
they
work
might.
with DeAndre Jordan. They will get.
Okay, we'll talk about Kyrie.
Okay,
after we talk about Kawhi.
Ka-
What is Kawhi doing?
the Lakers.
I hope not. I hope he
Kawhi
stays.
is not going to the Lakers. He does not want to play with LeBron.
It's too hard to say. He's too hard.
Think about it. No, but think about his personality. He's very
He's not
under
worried
the-
about.
He likes to be under the radar. This man goes to LA, no under the radar for him.
I don't think he's worried about like the clout he will get by going to the Lakers.
I don't think he's worried about it either.
If he enjoyed his time in Toronto, which I think he did,
It seems like he did.
and they're doing well. Like Will he do as well if he went to the Lakers? Probably, because they got LeBron and everyone else.
And
But
they'll probably get someone else with the 4th overall pick, or trade it for someone.
how did the Lakers get 4th pick again?
I don't know. They're just nuts, and they suck.
Who did,
So Kawhi's staying.
hopefully.
I think there's good reason for him to stay.
But if he really wants to leave, he's
wants-
probably gonna go to Clippers. 'Cause
Yes, he's not going. The Lakers are not an option. I don't think the Lakers are an option for him.
But like, why would he want to go to the Clippers? if
because he
he's
wants to go
staying?
home.
Yeah, he's from San Diego.
Which-
That's like 2 hours away from LA with traffic. Okay? No, without traffic.
He goes to
With
Clippers.
Right.
He's not having a chance of winning a championship. It's just not.
I don't think. Yeah,
He
I
won't.
don't think so either.
Like if he just wants to go home, I mean, sure, but like, stay in Toronto, he still has a chance at winning a championship.
Who else? Free agents.
Kyrie.
Next is Kyrie. Where is he going?
Knicks with
Knicks?
Durant.
What if he goes to the Brooklyn Nets?
They also.
The odds in Vegas have Brooklyn number 1.
They think he will choose
He
Brooklyn.
will think they will choose Brooklyn.
I have no idea why he would choose Brooklyn.
Kyrie has a reunion with LeBron?
No. He's not going to LA.
He just
No way.
I-
I'd lose it.
Yo, LeBron's starting his recruiting season right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, he talked to Kawhi and Kyrie or
and
something. Like
KD.
that. And KD. No one's going fucking LA.
He's busy
Sorry.
making his super team now.
Yeah, fucking super team.
Hey, Golden State had their super team for a while,
Yeah,
but that was built off from scratch.
Some
they
like
drafted well.
Curry,
as well.
Thompson. Thompson?
Yep.
He was drafted.
I believe so.
You sure?
Curry, Thompson, and Draymond all drafted.
Yeah.
I mean, and then KD and then DeMarcus, but like, I mean, they really didn't need to sign KD, but KD wanted to go.
Right.
He just wanted to win.
How about Kemba Walker?
Kemba, oh my!
He deserves
I'm
more.
So glad he's finally gonna get.
Where is
signed
he
to
gonna
another
go?
team. I really maybe he'll go Knicks.
I think he might go to the Knicks. If anyone's gonna
That'd
go
be
to the
great.
Knicks as a point guard, it would definitely be Kemba Walker.
Kemba to Lakers.
No, they have Lonzo Ball.
Oh yeah, you really like
They
Lonzo.
have Lonzo
Kemba's so much better.
Ball.
Kemba-
I understand Kemba's better, but what are they gonna do with Lonzo Ball? Lonzo Ball
Trade
needs to
him.
develop.
Trade him. Trade him.
To where? Where's he
I
gonna
have
go?
no idea.
What team is gonna take Lonzo Ball?
Didn't-
and his crazy fucking father?
Wasn't there talk about Lonzo going to the Knicks?
No, to the Bulls.
To the
There were talks
Bulls.
that if he was gonna want to get traded, he's like, I prefer to go to Chicago or something like that. Man, you're like what, 20, 21? You can't demand where you want to go.
True, he just started. This year he didn't play that bad. He played all right.
For that team, yeah, played all right. Number 5 is Klay Thompson. Stays.
Lakers.
You just want to see this Lakers super
You
team.
just want a Lakers team.
Lakers have an opening.
They have a max slot.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so do the.
Okay, then why don't you just bring Klay Thompson to the Raptors? If Kawhi leaves, if Kawhi leaves,
Klay Thompson is someone,
Ooh.
but Klay Thompson is Kawhi like can like handle the ball and not worry about. He makes his own plays at some points.
If Kawhi leaves,
we'd pick up Klay Thompson.
bring in no. Bring in Kevin Durant.
Wow, wow, that is not happening.
No, that's not.
Why not?
I don't think he
Because Kevin can get if he was gonna
Yeah,
leave
yeah.
the Warriors, which I don't think he wants to, but he will not get a max contract in Toronto. So why would he choose Toronto over like the Knicks or something, or even the Lakers?
Because he'll be the next six god.
Not six god. Forget the six god.
Kawhi's 6 god, man.
The
So
claw?
is Klay staying? Is Klay staying?
I think he might stay. He wants to stay with Curry, I think.
They have an open max slot, and he can.
He cares about championships.
And
And I
this
think
is
KD
where he's
does
gonna
too.
win.
I mean, he does play well with Curry. He likes playing with Curry, no?
It's hard to say. I think
I think so. I don't think there's been.
he was
a lot
pretty
of problems
cheesed with the All NBA thing. I don't know. Maybe he wants to.
Outperform.
Maybe he wants to start carrying a more bigger role. Because Clay is like a. You like people work to make sure Clay gets the open shot. Clay isn't the guy that creates the shot. No, he's like a team. I don't know what the word is, but
Clay is a shooter.
he's a shooter, exactly.
I don't see him as someone who can handle the ball.
He doesn't handle the ball.
the
Well, he
way that
can.
someone like Curry
Yeah.
does.
He's not a playmaker.
No,
I
no,
don't
I don't think he's a playmaker.
He's a point scorer.
Yeah,
Exactly.
point scorer.
Okay, number 6 is Jimmy Butler.
Oh my god.
Where is this
He's
guy
out.
going?
He's out. No more Sixers.
No?
Really?
You don't think so?
I thought he liked it.
So where's he going to go?
He was only. He's only gonna be.
They weren't
for
effective.
1 year.
They weren't effective.
Oh, where did he go?
L.A.
Oh yeah, LA. Clippers.
The Knicks?
I don't know.
No, he won't go there.
What about like the
He
Bulls?
wants to win. He doesn't want just.
What about Bulls and Heats? Do they have anything
I
to
doubt
offer?
he'll go back to the Bulls.
No, he won't go Bulls. I don't know why anyone would want to go to the Heat right now.
It's nice to know.
So where's he going? Or is he just going to stay? Because they can probably bring him in if they, I don't know.
I don't think they want him though.
Well, then, okay, if they don't bring back Jimmy Butler, who's going to replace him?
I think the Sixers need more shooters.
Is Jimmy Butler not a shooter?
Jimmy Butler's not good enough
Okay, so who you bring in?
because their point guard's already a playmaker.
No, their point guard is a goddamn mess. Ben Simmons.
Well, you know how tall he is.
Yeah, I understand how tall he is, but he's a mess. Mess of a player. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say. So where's he gonna go? Where is he gonna go, and who's gonna replace him? Because no one on this free agency list is coming. No, KD's not going to Philadelphia. Kawhi's not going to Philadelphia. Like, I don't see anyone else. Do you not bring back Tobias Harris to bring back Jimmy Butler? I would bring back Jimmy Butler before I bring back Tobias Harris.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they might keep him, but I feel like the Sixers need more, shooters that can, bring up the game.
They got Redick right now.
Yeah, but he should be on the bench. He's a bench player. Okay. D'Angelo Russell, restricted free agent, probably go back to Brooklyn. Tobias Harris.
No idea.
Go back to the Clippers.
I hope he stays, but I don't even know.
Kristaps Porzingis, restricted free agent, will probably just stay in Dallas.
I think he'll stay in Dallas.
Kill it with Luka Doncic.
Yeah, I think he wants to try it out.
Luka
Doncic.
Doncic. Chris Middleton.
He'll probably just stay in Milwaukee.
Nikola Vucevic from Orlando, center, 7 feet tall.
Yeah.
Probably just stay. I don't see a team.
I don't see teams that need him or want him.
Right. DeMarcus Cousins
Hardly.
takes another discount to
No,
stay
he
with
can't.
the Warriors.
He can't. I think the
can't?
Warriors talked about it. They said they can't afford to sign DeMarcus again.
Wow. Okay.
Like he knew that. DeMarcus knew that when he joined the
Yeah,
Warriors.
and
Is he gonna go back to the Kings?
Oh, ew.
Yo, they've got De'Aaron Fox, Buddy Hield.
He's actually.
They've got what's the other guy?
De'Aaron Fox.
Wait, who's their small forward or power forward that they have? On the Kings? They just traded for him
They just traded
for some guy from Dallas, I think.
Harrison Barnes.
Yeah.
They have Bogdan Bogdanovic.
Yeah.
But I don't see why DeMarcus would want. If he wants to win, which obviously he does, because no one takes a pay cut like that to go to the Warriors, then other than to win. So,
Maybe Cousins will join Lakers for a change.
that'd be
That is
interesting.
possible. But will the Lakers?
LeBron wants players. LeBron wants to win.
That's true.
LeBron might as well just draft their U.S. team and just play.
Sure. If that's what he wants. Julius Randle,
Randall.
Pelicans.
Honestly, I don't think he's much of a player.
Really? Yeah, I'd probably agree with you.
He'd probably just stay. Like,
Probably just stay. Al Horford.
he's a free agent too. What if they did a little switch? They pick up Cousins instead.
I don't think they can afford Cousins.
Like a little switch? No.
I don't think so. Maybe, but I don't know if DeMarcus. Would
I mean, if
go
we're
to-
speaking-
I don't if Kawhi does not go back to, or if Kyrie, does not go back to Boston, I don't think DeMarcus would go to Boston.
Where'd Al Horford go? He's a good all-around player as well.
Good.
I
So,
don't know.
Al Horford.
There's many talks that. Huh. Who's in need of a center right now? The Knicks.
The Lakers,
The Knicks.
the Knicks.
But the Knicks want to sign
no,
everyone.
The Knicks have DeAndre Jordan. The Knicks have DeAndre Jordan. I would put DeAndre Jordan over Al Horford.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think DeAndre Jordan is better than Al Horford.
Yeah, but DeMarcus Cousins is
But yes,
injured prone.
that is true.
That's sad. Really excited to see. him
La-
play.
Last but not least, Mark Gasol.
Ha.
Does he stay with the Raptors?
Yeah.
I think there's a reason to. Raptors, I think, have a very. They picked well. They traded well.
Yes, they took a huge chance.
They did take a chance with like Lin and Gasol.
Well, I don't know how much of a chance Lin was.
Yeah,
it was
actually,
just.
Lynn has 0 points in the playoffs.
Lin.
Well, I don't know.
they just
He's
haven't
not
been
playing. They shortened the bench, and this is very different from what happened last year, right? Dwayne Casey liked to play the bench a lot. Nick Nurse is shortening that bench down again. So that's what's different. Okay,
Just gonna say it one last time.
what?
Raptors in 4.
Raptors against the Warriors.
No,
What a
that's just
crazy guy.
unrealistic.
Nah, game 7. Game 7.
Against the Warriors?
Yep.
Does Kawhi make that shot again?
Oh, hopefully.
Does it happen exactly like it did against the Sixers? Yes. The answer is yes.
That was a great game.
Okay, thank you guys for coming on. Yeah.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
No, it was fun. I had fun.
Good.
It's a great talk.
Awesome.
Hope,
Okay.
hope to see you soon.
Yeah. See you guys.